had a best friend. We did everything together. We never argued, we never made each other feel bad. We hung out every day, every minute. But one day I grew up and Marlo went away. It's not that he moved or got sick or anything. We didn't break apart or just decide to stop hanging out. See, he was my imaginary friend. Invisible. Made up. Real friendship is pretty hard. It means caring about someone, trusting them, and being trusted by them. That's not something I was ever very good at. I wasn't good at it because I never really had anything like it.
Go on, Ethan. Get away now. Here comes Wesley. We'll play later. Go! Hey, Wesley, what's up?
Yeah, I'm good.
You see this guy?
I didn't know real friendship, but I was too old for a pretend friend, and too young to know that not everyone is a real friend. So I turned into a kind of imaginary playmate. Before long, I'd become somebody else's invisible friend.
Skylar, why aren't you playing?
I'm waiting for my turn.
When is your turn?
It's when they say it's my turn.
And when is that? Do you want to play in the game?
When's my turn?
What's up, Mr. Dashell? Why'd you stop the game?
You want to play something?
Okay. It's actually against school policy for teachers to trounce students in sports, but I can, Okay. Like I said, I've got some crazy skills. No, but seriously, have any of you guys seen Skylar waiting for his turn?
Who's waiting for a turn? I don't see anybody.
No, you guys know Skylar. He can't really throw.
Yeah, or sink a shot or anything.
So you have played with him before?
Barely.
I used to think it took someone to notice you, to prove you were there. If I had someone like Mr. Dashell around when I needed, he'd probably tell me that's not true. I always hurried between school and home. If I didn't exist, maybe the sidewalk wouldn't hold me and I'd just fall through. Unless I move fast.
Why aren't you this quick at soccer?
I'm quick. Why, are you gonna go play now?
No, I was just saying. Did your mum buy you that new game?
Yeah, she's bringing it home tonight.
Oh, cool. Can I come over and play it?
I guess. Do you wanna come over now until she gets here?
Nah, I got like homework and stuff. Call me when the game gets here.
Okay.
Skylar, you have to let me know when you leave the after-school activities area. You had me worried.
Sorry, Mr. Dashell.
There's no need to feel sorry. I think it might be your turn to play.
Did they say so?
I'm telling you. I think it's time you give it a try.
No, if they didn't say so.
Hey guys! Here he is, as you asked.
That's okay. It's not my turn yet.
To some kids, winning a game or looking good is more important than making others feel like they exist.
Yeah, I got Morgan's party invitation in my cup. Yeah, but we got to bring our little cousins for it because my mum's helping me with food. Awesome! Cool. I don't know what I'm going to wear. Whatever Morgan's going to wear, I'm going to wear. I don't know about it. Hi, Morgan! We're so excited. Are you going to wear? Bye, Lucy. Bye, Lucy. Bye, Lucy. You actually so good. Yeah. I think so good. You're going to rock to the party.
Oh my god, I love that skirt! I want to get it. I'm going to ask my mum if I can get it for my birthday.
It'll make you so mad.
It's so cool. I just love it.
Look at that.
Oh, that is good. Oh my god, I love that one though.
Yeah. So much.
Sometimes when the others in your class don't have super sight or don't even know you're feeling left out, the best bystander can be your teacher. If I had someone like Mr. Dashell, maybe I wouldn't felt like Sandra did for so long.
Hey Sandra, you feeling alright?
I didn't get one.
I don't think I got one either. Okay, well, you didn't get what?
Nothing. Forget it. It's impossible.
Well, the sky's orange today, so sometimes the impossible's possible, right?
Sometimes Mr. Dashell's corny, but he learned a long time ago to be himself and not to worry about what others think of the things he says or the things he wears. Sooner or later, he would meet people who accept him for who he was.
Okay, you got me. The sky is not orange. But if it turns that colour or not, maybe you can tell me what's going on.
If I had someone like Mr. Dashell, my skies would have always been orange. I wouldn't have felt so alone, trying to solve my problems.
Hey Ethan, where'd you get that shirt? From an exploded peacock?
Well, at least they see me now.
It's worse than that big green trash bag you wore to assembly.
The chameleon changes skin color based on mood and nearby predators. The chameleon stores different colors in his cells so that he can use them at all the right time. Often, these colors are completely different from any of his usuals. Sometimes the chameleon has changed so much, he's unrecognizable as his old self. And he blends into his surroundings so well that nothing can see him anymore.
The chameleon is, in a sense, invisible to the rest of the world. Safe from predators, but unseen by others of its kind. Not until its original colors return will it ever be noticed by any true mates.
I love your skirt. It's the same one I wanted to get.
Really? I didn't know. You can maybe borrow it sometime.
You should come to my party this weekend. Bring the skirt too.
Okay, sure, just get me an invitation and I'll see if I can. Thank you. Sandra, you look different. Yeah, don't you love this skirt? I guess. Are you still all set to go to the park with me and my family on Saturday? I can't. I'm going to Morgan's party. Isn't that great?
Oh, you got invited.
Yeah, I got this new jacket and some shoes she's gonna love.
Maybe on Sunday then?
I don't know, maybe it's a sleepover. Wouldn't that be cool?
I don't know, I
gotta go to get my mum to get my hair done for it. I might cut it shorter. What do you think? I gotta go. See you later, Kels.
Hey Sandra, what colour's the sky today?
Oh, blue, Mr. D. Bye-bye. Hey, Benny, you remember
What's the big deal, Jamie? Jeez, back off. You're like a mosquito. So anyway, the movie about the Olympic swimmers looks great.
Swimming's a loser sport. Look at me. I'm a fish.
You're right.
Benny, you and me always swim.
Shut up, Jamie. Or are you a fish too? Like a blowfish.
A friend is sometimes two people. They are the person you see when others are around. And then they are the person you see when you're alone together. If you take a fish out of a pond, you'd have to put it in a bowl. Where is it safer? Trapped in a small glass container? Or out there with all the bigger fish that can eat it right up? Hey Warren, remember the fish? Where's my food?
Jeez, Ethan, shut up. Are you some kind of weirdo?
What you doing over here with Ethan? Shoving him off to Neptune?
The alien relatives wanted to see him. I guess if I had someone like a Mr. Dashell, they might say, sometimes a kid with low self-respect feels like he has to act a certain way to be accepted by others. I guess I was sort of doing the same thing by changing the way I dressed in order to fit in. Except I wasn't hurting anyone by doing that. Well, anyone except myself maybe. If I had someone like a Mr. Dashell, they might have said,
It sounds to me like your friendship works outside of school. But then, when you're in here, it's hard to do the same things because other people don't think it's very cool. And Benny, well, Benny feels the pressure to do what others like. I understand your frustration, but we can never resort to violence against other people.
the principal said the same thing. I get it, okay?
Your parents are on their way in. I'm going to have a chat with them along with the principal first. Jamie, I want you to think about how you feel when you're around Benny. How do you feel about yourself? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about trust.
I don't even know. I didn't even know why you tackled me down like that. Jamie, why'd you tackle me down? Come on. It's not like they're not going to ask you the same thing.
You sound like you're trying to be my friend now, but out there, you weren't sounding like that.
What do you mean?
You just went along with those other guys, making fun of things. Of me.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was making a fish face to make fun of swimmers and fish.
That's not how friends are. Mr. Dashell said being friends like trusting you to be there for me. Inside school, just like outside.
I didn't even do anything.
Except joining those other guys. How come I'm good enough to hang out with at home? But around everybody else, you act like I'm not.
Oh, Morgan, darling, look, another one of your friends is here.
Did you bring the skirt? I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah, what's your name?
Sandra, I bought a present.
Oh, good. Presents go on that table over there. Grab some juice. The other girls were just about to play some games.
Hi, Benny. Tammy, hi. Check out this skirt on me.
Oh my God.
So
Where did she get that? That's one of her presents from me. Where did she get that from?
Hey guys, can you hear me? It's Skylar from After School Basketball. Can I join your match?
See, it was green with red tissue paper out of it. It was heavily and sparkly and had some colour from me. I got it myself. It's just Wait! Tell her what you told me.
I saw her take the present. Yeah, it was definitely her.
Oh my gosh, why would you do that? You invited her to a party.
Hello, who is this?
Call me Wildfire. Anyway, let's just play the Dustworks map.
Okay, you can lead first.
Hey, I gotta go. I just gotta go. Talk to you later.
She ruined the best birthday party. She ruined the best birthday party ever. Seriously.
Sandra, look at Kelsey, how was your weekend?
Oh, hi Sandra. It was good. Sorry I got so busy and couldn't hang out after all.
It's okay, I did some things. What about today? Do you want to maybe go to the park today?
I don't know, Sandra.
She's probably like jealous. Yeah.
What happened with Morgan?
Nothing, it's not anything.
What colour's the sky today, Sandra? I got a call from Morgan's mother. And I spoke to yours as well.
Great. Nothing's private anymore.
Well, it's not breaking your privacy when parents speak to teachers. We do it out of concern for you.
Because you all like to spy on us kids.
If I had someone like Mr. Dashell to make my orange skies blue, or tell me how when he was little he went through the same things, then maybe I wouldn't have felt so bad all the time. Instead of thinking about what I didn't have, I might have seen that I did have a Mrs. Ingleby, the school counsellor. I had a coach Grossman too. I had a cousin, Clara, and so many other people, but I felt stuck in my problems so far that I didn't even let them help me. So I had someone like Mr. Dashell, and even if they didn't find me, I could have gone to them any time, but I didn't. I should have let them help me.
Kelsey won't hang out with me anymore because I skipped our hangout to go be at Morgan's party. Now I have no friends anymore.
Sandra, how long have you and Kelsey been friends for? Do you think that maybe she's feeling a bit hurt right now?
She's mad and she hates me.
And who else is mad right now?
Morgan, because I hid her present.
Anyone else?
Me.
Who are you mad at?
Me.
Oh well. Sandra, we all make mistakes. Yeah, friends make mistakes all the time. I made one this morning. Look at this. I think I lost a button as well. But the point is, we need to learn from the mistakes that we make. They only become problems if we don't learn from them.
Oh great, more learning.
Well, you already figured out the true value of a friendship. That sometimes the kinds of friends you think you need are the friends you don't really want to have.
How do you know I learnt all that?
Well, because you're not upset about whether Morgan wants to be your friend or not. Right now, you're more upset about Kelsey. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I don't like having to pretend at school. I have to pretend to like cars and hunting. Benny doesn't even like hunting. But he pretends.
That's Benny, not you. Benny is Benny and you are you. Our friends can like different things. Now, it's up to Benny to decide whether he enjoys spending time with you more than he enjoys pretending to be someone that he's not.
And what if he decides he'd rather keep pretending?
Do you remember that question I asked you before? How do you feel about yourself when you're around him? Friendship should never make you feel pressured to do things that aren't right.
I don't want to ignore Skylar. It makes me feel like a bad person when I do.
And what do your friends think?
They think he's not good enough to play.
Right, so they want to win, so they don't want him on the team.
I think the game should be more fun and not so serious.
Well, you could say that out loud. Or you could grab a ball, take Skylar to the other courts and play a bit of one-on-one. Help improve Skylar's skills.
Yeah, see, Aiden's my best friend, and if I try harder, he'll get mad and stuff.
Carter, you came to me to talk about this, so it must be important to you. You need to make decisions that you can live with, that make you feel like the person you want to be. I'll show you something. This is a picture of me as a kid with my best friend. But he wasn't always my best friend. Sometimes I thought I was losing him. And sometimes I just didn't want to be around him because of the way he treated me and others.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't have the same tools that you do. I didn't think that I could find people that had been through the same problems and maybe ask for some advice. I didn't think I could go up to adults and talk to them. I thought I was way too big for that, and I could take care of it all on my own. Yep. Sound familiar?
It should sound familiar to a lot of people. Even though I had people like Mr. Dashell, I didn't listen to them. I tried things myself. I figured out too late that I wasn't okay being a chameleon, that I wanted to be seen in my own way. I wish I'd had friends like Kelsey, who were there for me even when I had made mistakes. And if I didn't, then I could be like Kelsey and help a friend who was lost. Or be like Jamie. I could figure out ways to repair my friendship, or let them go before they really hurt me. If I was open to other people in my life, I might have found my own Carter. Someone who finally saw me, who wanted me to feel like part of a team, even though the team didn't want him to. If I had someone like Mr. Dashell, they might have told me there were other ways to being angry, other ways than being loud. If I had someone like Mr. Dashell, I would have learned that I was worth the time to get to know. I just figured it out too late. I did have someone like that. People who cared. People who kept trying. People I needed to learn to trust. But it's not easy for kids. It's not easy for us. And then we grew up. We realized too late that we had someone like Mr. Dashell. So when I realized that,
I became one. I ran home that day from the park, and I promised I wouldn't let anyone else ever feel like this, if I could help it. I thought about all the friendships I was missing, and all the ones I would have as life went on. When I grew up, I found people that felt the same way. I made friends. I worked with them, helping students with their problems, keeping that promise to myself. Every student needs someone like us when they hit their trouble spots.
So that picture of you and...
Warren.
Why did you hang on to it if you stopped being friends that day?
Every time I look at the picture, it reminds me of how friendships can change. When I was a kid, I tried so hard to be visible to the wrong people that it made me invisible to the people that could have made me happier.
I don't think Skylar and I are gonna be the best friends, but...
Well, you don't have to be. That's okay. You can have different friends for different things, just as long as you both understand that. But you need to remember that even best friends can drift apart.
Skylar's good at other games, but he's not very good at basketball.
It's your choice, not your responsibility, Carter. But you did come to me, so there must be a reason.
Thank you for talking to me. I know you're busy, but thank you. Hi, Space Ranger X4.
Well, Fire 13? Seriously?
Yeah, come on, I'll show you how to guard.
With someone in my life I can turn to who has been through problems of their own.
And who knows it can get better. But as a kid, it doesn't always feel like that.
I feel less hopeless. I feel less lost.
I feel like I have things I can try that might work.
but mostly, I feel like I'm not the only one trying to make things better.
I'm not alone with my problems.
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 I'm not alone in my problems. I'm not alone in thinking that maybe today can be different.
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 Maybe today can be different.